And welcome to another dose of virtual vitamin Z. This is DZS News for the week of February 7th, 2022. I'm your co-host, Stephen.
And I'm your co-host, Claire. As always, let's get started with some Detroit Zoological Society updates. And we have a pretty exciting one here to start off with. The Ape Heart Project is now based at the Detroit Zoo. Previously, it was at a different zoological society. This is a group of dedicated experts who are providing a network of clinical, pathological, and research strategies to aid in understanding and treating cardiac disease in ape species, which is pretty amazing. So it's across all sorts of institutions, helping to support any institution that cares for great apes and making sure that those animals are receiving the absolute best care, especially with cardiac issues. Oftentimes, animals who are living in animal care live a little bit longer than they might in their natural habitat. So it's an opportunity to kind of observe some of those different issues and be able to help treat them and make sure that we're providing the best care possible. But a press release came out about it last week with an opportunity, if you are a great ape fan, that you can buy a t-shirt to help support the initiative. And then you can sport your t-shirt and talk about how amazing the Great Ape Heart Project is.
And Claire, my understanding is that the move to the Detroit Zoo is a result of Dr. Haley Murphy joining the DZS. And so it's kind of an added bonus, right? We got a great new director and then also this really cool project.
It is fantastic. I'm really excited to see how it evolves. I'm excited to have some more educational programming about it to share out with the community, but all around just a fantastic project to be a part of.
Speaking of fantastic news, we have another really cool update, and that's that we have welcomed a new Amur tiger, Amelia, to the Devereaux Tiger Forest. So be sure to stop by and say hi to her. One of the things that I think is really cool about our tiger habitat is just how expansive it is. So I'm really excited for her. And also just the fact that there are opportunities for the tigers to be out and about, even when it's really snowy or things like that. So they have a lot of different choices. And they're one of those species that you definitely want to include in your trip around the zoo when you visit this winter.
Absolutely. They're usually very visible. They've actually been very vocal lately. When I go out in the mornings, I can hear them chatting back and forth with each other. If you have a young person in your life, specifically a toddler, 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 years old, we are enrolling for Zoo Tots. The session starts on February 17th, 18th, or 19th. We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday sessions. The information is available online, but you can register. It's an adult paired with a young person. Come out and spend 8 weeks with us, learning about the zoo, getting insider information, and really starting to build that appreciation for wildlife and wild places at a very early age. Zoo Tots who start usually come back for 3 or 4 more courses and then end up in our summer camp. So it's a great introduction into the world of wildlife.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. I've had the opportunity to kind of lead one of these sessions, and I know you have as well. Even just going by and looking at the setup, it's just a whole lot of fun, but also very educational. So definitely, if you have a young person in your life, definitely sign them up for it.
Great opportunity to practice before preschool too, because we practice a lot of the same skills in there that young people will need to go into preschool. Stephen, back to you for the feature story.
Yeah, Claire. So, kind of in honor of all of the snow that we've gotten over the past week, our feature story is a snow art challenge. The rules are that you go outside, you create some art with snow, and the other thing is to have this art in some way celebrate animals or nature. Ideally, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging and also more sustainable, just use natural resources that are available, things like sticks, stones, obviously snow, maybe leaves. Whatever it is, we would love to see what you've created as a comment, or you can email it to education@dzs.org.
This was a tremendous amount of fun last year. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's contributions this year. We just celebrate the snow.
Yeah, and I'm realizing, actually, Claire, I just realized we do have some viewers who maybe don't live in Michigan, don't live in a place where they get snow. So if you would like to create a non-snow work of art and submit it, you're welcome to do that too.
Absolutely. We're not geographic specific. All right, let's check out our week of virtual vitamin Z. As always, we're starting you off with DZS News here on Monday morning.
Next up, we have a sustainability post, Green Journey. And this one is going to actually share the results of the holiday light recycling efforts. Got about 100 strands of lights, which is just incredible.
Yeah, it was very advantageous. I had a whole box of lights that needed a new home, and I was able to recycle them. So the timing was pretty fantastic.
Gotcha. So I guess we got 99 strands of lights from you and maybe one other person dropped off one. And one thing I do want to mention also is that Tuesday is also I Heart Eastern Indigo Snake Day. So we'll have some additional posts. They are incredible snakes. I didn't know much about them until we started preparing this. Longest snake in North America. Pretty cool.
On Wednesday, we'll be amplifying voices with our Michigan Conservation Projects.
And then on Thursday, we have a virtual habitat chat. Again, these are live habitat chats. So if you tune in right at 11, you will be able to actually ask questions in real time, and they will be directed to Jeff, who is our curator of reptiles. And the topic will be Eastern Massasauga rattlesnakes.
Yeah, it's a fantastic project to learn more about. Who best else from the expert who does a lot of that conservation work. All right, and as always, Stephen, you're going to end the week with us on Friday with a humane tip. This one's a humane term about community level action.
Yep. Just a reminder that when we think about taking actions to help animals in the environment, some of those involve changing our individual behavior, but some of them also involve using our voices to change the behaviors of our and practices of our communities. All right, that's all we have for this week. As always, thank you so much for joining us, and stay healthy, Detroit.